Hey everybody, this is Melina from scrapbookingwithme.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. I hope you are following me on all those social media platforms. And today is another episode of M Scrapbusters, and we're starting from scratch today. That challenge is one where I help you use up some of your scraps so that you're not throwing away all your little pieces and parts. That way we use them up and we don't have such a big pile. But someone asked me, does your scrap pile ever get smaller? Not really. Since I'm always making new journals, I've always got scraps. If you don't make as many journals as I do, the M Scrapbusters is really helping you because you're using up lots and lots and lots of scraps. Today, we're going to use some of our larger scraps, maybe some strips, things like that. I used to do a series on masterboard or collage board, and I had some people asking for that again. I'll do a masterboard, collage board every once in a while, but I don't know about a series. I've got so many other projects going on that I just don't know that I can fit another series in each week. But today's M Scrapbusters project comes from a masterboard, so we can go ahead and make another masterboard. And I have some that have said, oh, I never make masterboard because it's just too messy. I get that. I totally get that. I am fine with being messy and getting messy, so that's never really been a problem for me. But I do understand when someone does not want to get all messy and, you know, mix media, all kinds of stuff. So I totally get that. I am going to find my messy mat and put it under this. This is just a piece of premium not cardstock, premium copy paper. It is 32 pound, I do believe. I get the big pack from Walmart. It's the best I have found. No reason to special order this from anywhere, that's for sure. All right, let me find my messy mat. So this masterboard is not going to be as gloopy, gluey as some of my past ones. I'm showing you in this video, you do not have to get as messy to make your masterboard, okay? So I'm going to start off and just use all probably of my glue stick. We have these Pioneer Photo glue sticks, acid-free glue sticks in the shop at scrapbookingwithme.com, and they are the best that I have found. I'm not a glue stick fan, but these work really well. So we have those in the shop if you are interested. But I'm just going to go like a fourth or a third down on my premium copy paper. And I'm just going to start putting on some scraps and kind of hang it off the edge. Alright, so in the past when I have made masterboard, I have totally went with all the messiness, all the like gesso stuff. You don't have to use any of that if you don't want to. If you're one that does not like getting messy, you can just put glue on the back side of your piece. And I mean, if you're using some liquid glue, you could just put that liquid glue on the back side of your piece and no worries about using glue stick at all if you don't like glue stick like me. Now, you are still going to get some yick on your hands, but I mean, we're always going to have yick on our hands whenever we're paper crafting, most of the time, especially if we're using adhesive. So, this week for us has been kind of light, and I don't want to say that too loudly because the Lord himself knows when I say something like that, we'll get busy with something all of a sudden. But it has. We have got a singing this weekend, but it's just one, and it's pretty local. It's only like 40 minutes from our house. in Athens, Alabama. So we're very excited about being local this weekend and not having to travel as much. You know, we love to travel. We love our ministry work, but sometimes it's just really, really fun to stay at home. Really fun to stay at home. All right. You can do strips if you want to. You can put on blocks of scrap. You can put on itty bitty scrap if you want to. Now, the smaller the scrap is, the more gluey everything will probably get. Okay, so you probably want to keep it as big as possible if you're wanting to make a no mess masterboard. And on this, I am not distress inking around any of the edges. I want to go pretty quick with this and not worry about all the distress inking. We can distress ink once we get everything on here. Now I do want this masterboard to be pretty neutral, but I will put on a little bit of color, because what I'm going to put on top of this, once I get it cut to the pieces I want, that's where I want my color to come in, is the little piece that I use on top of it. And you will see that in just a minute, but I wanted to get one done and show you. I like that, but let's just trim that off, and then we can use this other piece for something else. We'll come over here with this, and I could totally go to my liquid glue right now if I wanted to, since I'm just putting glue on the back sides of my pieces. I'll need a little strip of something right there. Okay, and let's maybe get this in here, some butterfly. So I need to cut it off about there. And you can have all torn edges if you want to. You can do all straight edges if you want to. Whatever you would like. And I'm putting down liquid glue there and just smooshing it out. Okay, let's get a little piece of torn edge to go right here. And see, the bigger the pieces that you use on your collage board, the more real estate you cover and the faster it comes together. Okay, so this one is not as gluey. I'm loving that, and we are not going to be putting anything on top of this to seal it. If we have any issues, I'm going to show you in just a minute what I'm going to do for that. Ooh, I really like that. Let's do that and cut that about there. Go ahead and just put glue all over this. Okay, just like that. And then, see, I was saying how I wanted it to be neutral. I've got quite a bit of neutral pieces on here, and what I'm going to do is to glam up those neutral spots just a little bit. I'm going to put on some washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, you can put on some stickers. That would be excellent on these. See, I'm just going to dress it up just a little bit. There. And then I think I will get a different kind and go along here somewhere. That's the most annoying part of washi tape, is trying to figure out where it starts so that you can use it. Okay, that, and maybe one more. Let's do a big piece right along in here. And then I'll show you what shape I'm going to cut this into. Yeah, let's do that. And you're still going to see the numbers through that, but I think I want to peel this up just a little bit so I can see more of that. Okay, and then you're going to pick it up, and yeah, you're going to get a little bit of stickiness. I'm going to put my messy mat away for a second. I'm going to cut off the extra, I was about to say. We're going to cut off the excess. I have not been sleeping well lately. My mind just, I mean, it just continuously going. And I've had insomnia for years, but this is a different kind of insomnia to me. It's more, I'm not sure. It is something that I'm probably going to go talk to my doctor about. It's like I can't rest. I have so much to think about, so much going on, and schedules to keep, and plans to make, and things that I've got to get done. And there's no way my mind will let go of it. And so I think I just need a little something to help ease my mind at night. It's not restless leg. It's not really any kind of menopausal issue. I don't think, anyway. Like, I'm not having night sweats or things like that. So I don't think it's anything like that. I cannot get my mind to let up and rest at night. So I think it's time to go see Doc and see what he thinks. Y'all know that I'm 47 years old. I'm looking over here in my stamps, seeing if there's something I want to stamp on there. I want something very abstract. I'm going to step right over here. You know, I'm 47 years old, and I am very proud to say that I do not take any type of prescription medication. So, applause, 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 applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I'm very proud of that. That I don't have to take, thank you, Lord, I don't have to take any type of prescription medication. So, I don't feel badly about having to go and say, hey, Doc, can you help me out a little bit? I'm not sleeping. I need help to sleep some. But the thing is, see, that gives me anxiety too, just thinking about that. Because then I'm like, oh, if I'm taking something and it knocks me out, I won't be able to hear one of the kids if they need me. If somebody gets sick during the night, if the phone rings, and, you know, all of that stuff just runs through my head and gives me anxiety too. So, here we go. I've got this Prima cling stamp. This one is called, ooh, I don't know. Anyway, it's got the coffee stains on it. I don't see a name on here. I have a huge fly that's wanting to bother me all of a sudden. Ugh. Oh, okay. Anyway, I know y'all are invested in me as far as me being healthy and stuff like that. Y'all told me that before. I know that y'all care. I just am not sleeping. Like the other night, I got 2.5 hours of sleep. I saw the clock at 3 a.m. and then I saw it again at 5:40 a.m. whenever Bethany was leaving for school. And I did not go back to sleep. I couldn't. My mind wouldn't let me. So something's got to give. Oh yeah, I've got book pages out too to use on these, and I just hadn't done it yet. I will. I want to do a little bit of off stamping, so I'm just getting a little piece. I just love how that turned out already, and we haven't inked it, nothing. I don't know that I'm going to do too much heavy inking at all. I just want to do a little bit of off stamping, just so that we can get some interest going around the edges. I really like that. And I think I'm going to use this, let's off stamp somewhere. Off stamp it like that. And I want this little coffee cup here, and I think I'll do it in brown ink. I've done the melatonin, I've done all of the natural stuff. We keep a diffuser with essential oil going. So, you know, it's not like I hadn't tried stuff, y'all. It's just, it don't seem to be working. And I think it's time to go to Doc and go, help! And he's going to be like, why hadn't you come to me sooner? Why hadn't you come to me sooner? And I'll go, because Doc, I got too much to do and I'm stubborn. Big time stubborn. And if Brandon Pylant is watching this video right now, he is amening that comment. Ha ha ha. Okay, so not too much stuff going on as far as our stamping goes, but I really like that. And we are not going to splatter ink. I know, gas, clutch your pearls. I know you cannot imagine me not splattering on this, but you know, I kind of did splatter on it with that stamp. As a matter of fact, I think I need one more little pop right here. I'm just not even going to get out the block. Just do it like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, so we've got 11 wide. Let me make sure of that. Yes, 11 inches wide. I'll get out this ink again in just a minute because I need to do all of my edges. But what I'm wanting to do, I have some of these big butterfly die cuts and then some smaller butterfly die cuts also. And what I'm wanting to do is add some page edges to this journal and have the butterflies kind of hanging off the edge of my page edge that I put on. And so I'm really, really loving the masterboard concept of that. And I'm thinking what I want to do is do 1.5 inches. And that's going to get me, what, about 7-ish page edges out of one masterboard. And I know there is somebody watching this video screaming, oh, Melina, please, 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 please go make a copy of it on your printer. Okay, okay, I will. All right, there is the copy. Here's the real deal. I mean, that's pretty close, y'all. It might be just a shade lighter than the original. All right, now that I've got a successful copy of this, now let's chop it up. I know somebody's like, no, Melina, don't. Yes, we got to. We got to make some other pretty stuff with it. So there's one. I'm just going to keep feeding it this way. It's just easier. So I'm cutting at 1.5. And there is some cardstock on here, so we're getting a little resistance whenever we do it. But this Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer is amazing. Right, 1.5, and then we're going to have like a little sliver, I think, left over. And then there. And let's see here, 1.5. Oh yeah, we'll just have one wide one. I'm not going to cut this one. We'll just have that. That'll be one wide one from it. So how many do we have from that one masterboard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, like I said. Okay, now I want to ink them. Let's ink all around, and we can do a little bit of dirtying up if we want to, and then see if we did something like that. I love that. So pretty. All right, let's ink these, and they are a little flimsy. You don't want them too thick going in your journals anyways, because they're going to be going on the pages, so you don't want them to weigh down your pages. But I really like how that looks. And Mama is messaging me. I had asked her about something about this project. Oh, okay. All right. I was thinking I would love to give this as a freebie on our blog, but she said because there's copyrighted stuff on here, even though it's scraps, can't do it. They'll come after us. So I'll just use it for my own. I hate that. You'd think if you was giving it away to somebody, they'd be all right with it, especially when it's not the full page, but oh well. All right, now if you have just a few little pieces that are wanting to, you know, come up or come apart or something like that, just get you a little bit of liquid glue and press that back down. I love how they looked inked. So pretty. These, since they were strips, they look like we've stacked scraps on top of each other, but this is a lot easier way to get some scrap page edges completed. I like that. Let's do a little bit of dirtying up there and there. And then I think we've got, yep, this piece right here. It's a little loose. So we can get some glue going there. And here. Now see, if you seal your masterboard, you really don't have that issue at all. But we didn't do that to this one because we wanted to get it done and go on to the next project. Once you put gesso on something, you have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for it to dry. So we're not going to do that today. No waiting on anything to dry. Let's just get it done. I really didn't glue down this piece good. All the way across. Look at there. Both of those pieces. And that's just a piece of drawing paper, so it's a little thinner than the two pieces that's below it too, so that's giving me a little bit of extra heartache, but nothing that can't be remedied by a little bit of liquid glue, huh? Oh, that flies back. I got in my vehicle a while ago to leave the shop coming home. I was over there doing scoops. We had lots of scoops this week. And my vehicles, thermometer read 102 degrees. And that's Fahrenheit, for anybody wondering. 102, y'all. Ugh. Summer is my least favorite season. Yuck. Alright, now that one I cut a little wide. Look at there. Oh well, it don't matter. I did cut this one wider. This one I cut at 1 3/4 inches. No wonder that piece was a little bit different than what I thought it was going to be. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have all 1 1/2 inches on these strips. I like that. Whoop, yep, let's get that on there good. I mean, once we start putting these on the page, they're not really going to come up anyway, but you want to make sure that everything's glued down well. Okay, and let's ink the edges of this one. And you can sew on these if you want to. You know, I did some really easy page edges not too long ago because we were, it was like a 12-minute video. We were going out of town and I had to get something done really quickly and simple for y'all and for me. So it benefited both of us. And those I sewed down the middle of them. Alright, but with these, I don't know that I'm going to sew on any of these, even though that would look amazing. But I don't think I'm going to do that today, because what I would like to do is maybe get a bead or a charm or something and come off the edge of some of these butterflies that I'm going to be attaching. Hey, let's just do that one right down the middle. Okay, so in our journal, if we were to put it on this pretty plain piece of paper, so we'd have it like that, and then the butterfly would be sitting like this. Look how pretty that is. And that looks amazing on that page because that Victorian lady has a yellow dress on. And then see, you have a little bit of butterfly tucked out there. So yeah, that one's going down there. I'm just going to go ahead and put that one on there when we get this done. I'm going to ink around the white edges of this Tim Holtz butterfly die cut. And then use my liquid glue, and I'm just really going to go down the middle and where, of course, it's going to be sitting on the page edge. And you could do anything else you wanted to. Put some word phrases on there, stamp some more if you wanted to, put some little bitty scraps of something, but I really like how that looks as is. I think I might just dirty up just a little bit. And then this will be an accent that we put into our Victorian Ladies Journal that we're working on right now. That is so pretty. And I think instead of just being on the edge of the page, I think I'll make it a tuck. So we're just going to, let's see, let's make sure. If I make it a tuck, yes, this is not going to move, so it's going to be fine. If I were to have made it a flip out, I would have had to worry about this edge of the butterfly. But it's not going to be a flip out, it's just going to be a tuck. So I'm going to make my glue lines, just 3 sides. And then I'm going to lay it down on the page and get it as straight as possible. Look at there, already using one of my scrap busters in my current journal. I love that. I love how that looks on that page. So pretty. And then when you close it up, you can just barely see the edge of that little butterfly there. Cute. So that's what I'm doing with my masterboard. Let's do, maybe we can do a couple of different butterflies on one of them. I like that idea. And see, we can make, we can use some of these colorful ones since our background is so neutral. Ooh, look at that one though. So pretty. All right, I've got the rest of these laid out, and I think I love them. So I'm going to ink and glue, and then I'm going to show you what all of them look like. These have been super easy. The most time-consuming thing was putting down our pieces of scrap, and that wasn't bad at all. So I think I'll do that one right down the center, just like we did the other one. And then these two, and this one I want to put at the bottom because I really love that music paper and I don't want to cover it up. That's the one thing about collage boards and master boards is when you start to do that and put something on top of it, then you're like, oh, I really like how that looks. I don't want to cover that up. So you kind of have to get a lot of neutral stuff so that you don't cover up a bunch of stuff that you love. All right, had a little bit of stoppage in my glue bottle. And I'm okay with that being that low. Does not matter, especially if you're wanting to put tabs in your journals. Then if you had a butterfly up top and then a butterfly in the middle and then another butterfly wing sticking out of the bottom, that's going to give you all kinds of little page tabs. Super cute. Let's go ahead and do this one. And then these have multiple pieces, so I will ink those up and show them to you in a minute. And Mom's texting me again. Okay, and then glue on the back of this pretty little butterfly. Now this, you don't see as much of the music paper on that one, so I'm good with covering that up, but I love how that looks below it. Add that one to the middle there. Put those off to the side and let them dry, and let's get one of these going. Oh, I've got some cleaning up to do on my mat. So I have a little tab that I want to put up here, and then I have this rose die cut and some petals, leaves to put around it. Oh, I really love how these are turning out. So pretty. Okay, let's get some gluey glue on these and stick them out, and then more glue here and stick it out. Then just right down the middle, like that. We'll wipe off our excess glue, and then I'm going to put a tab up here, and I just need it barely on the edge. Take it to the edge. There. Cute. So that's a little different. It's not just a butterfly we put on there. Now here's butterflies, but it's 3 different ones, so we're going to have them flying around on this. So I've always heard start with the biggest at the bottom and then work your way down or up, whichever. So that's what I'm doing. Our little bitty one is going to go right there. Our bigger one here, and off a little whomper jawed from that one. And then this one will be almost straight on, but a little off to the side too. So then you've got hangover on both sides, even with the smaller butterflies. Oh, I really like that one too. Okay, and then this one, have two little pieces of ephemera that coordinate, come from the same little pack. And let's do a little piece there and then a little bit there. And have hangover that way. And then hangover on the other side with this piece also. Just figure out how I want it to go on there. I think I want to turn it around. Yeah. It looks right side up that way. Not that it really mattered. Oh my, that is so pretty. I love it. Okay, so we have this one and this one. Here we go. We can line them all up. I can show y'all, and then I'll have a picture at the end too. Y'all know me. I like giving you still shots so you can see everything that I worked on through the video. Pretty. Oh, you're getting a little glare off of that one. A little glug. Sorry about that. My long light that's right there is what was giving us a little fit with that. Cute. I love these. So simple. We start with a master board and then just add a nice big focal point to the front of it, and we got us a page edge, and we can make them tucks. We can make them belly bands. Y'all, how pretty would that be? Belly band right down the middle. Look at that. So gorgeous. Have I got one with a lot of green in it? No, I've got that one though that's got green in it, and that would totally go with that one. So that one's going on that page in my journal, but I'm going to take pictures first and then I'll get them all put in my journal. Y'all have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this Scrapbusters. If you make some of these masterboard page edges, tucks, and belly bands, I want to see them. Y'all use the hashtag Scrapbusters or tag me, Melina Pylant, and I'll do my best to find you and leave you some love. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Love y'all. Bye.